Okay. Gonna do another trade analyze here on a top. It's actually the same day as the previous video, so this will be fade 2. Actually, write that down real quick. Fade 2, edge fade 2. So we're basically going to cover this area here. It blows out and then it drops back in. So it blows out of the previous profile step. And then it drops back in. So currently, I'm going to pull up the DOM. We're about here at 10 o'clock where it really rallies down. Because as you can see, for a good while, from 9:39 till 10, almost 20 minutes, the price is kind of stuck in one area. So I want to see what happens when it all drops in. So, you know, it's 10 o'clock. It should be dropping in at this point. You don't have very much market action at all. Just a little bit here and there going back and forth. Like, as you can see, these numbers are stuck. Nothing hitting up here in the 431 on the 30-year. Nothing hitting an ultra bond. Dropping back in. The E-mini's crawling up on this. The TN's dropped in quite a bit, actually, from its highs here. But it seems like you got this little profile step here and here, and it seems like it was hugging it, but we're below it now. Because at this point, it should be dropping to 2005. We should be dropping to this level. Now you can see the E-mini's actually crawling up here. This could help it. Let's see if we can get closer to the center line on the E-mini. There's really no market auction activity. E-mini's crawling up. Let's see if it pops through here. If this, yep, we'll drop down here. Almost like there's E-mini correlation almost here. Weak on the bid over here. So here's what I'm seeing. Weak on the bid, 5-year. Weak on the bid, TN. Now it's inversed on the 5 and the TN, but it's inverted on the 10-year. So that's interesting. Here we go on the ES, trying to break highs. There he goes. Let's see if we drop in. We dropped in. Again, and we're looking at the 2005. And keep in mind we would already be in the trade by now. I'm looking for what the breakdown was. Weak bid on the TN, 10 and 5. There's definitely no spreading. We're reaching the top on the ES again here. You can see a bunch of heavy sell orders in the 10, as well as the 5. 30-year, nothing was hitting back on the buy side. And then we're looking for, we're going to lay flat here for a little bit once we get to this 2005 area. And the 10, the 205. And then it finally drops in. So, that was the drop in. Now we need to see what... There's definitely ES correlation to get it to drop in. So... well, fucking yawning here, tired. I say yes, but we need to see what it looks like when it goes up, actually. So, when we get to here, so we're gonna go from 936 to 946. Ooh, that's like 10 minutes. 941. We'll go 943. Just kind of rewinding everything here. So at some point, 42 contracts have whacked in up here. I want to actually go back to the 36, 936, because I want to see what happened there. So here's the creep up. We're going to have some contracts at 35 up here. And we're going to get there in about, where are we at? 34, 35. So we're going to be creeping up. ES is dropping in. Let's see if that correlates here. Still at 936. 937, there's going to be a big rally. So let's see what happens. They just all went. Did you see that? They just all went. So 302.11. Let's see what happened. So you're bids and asks are skewed. Look at that. It just decided to go. For whatever reason, it decided to just go for it. And that was a pretty big push. So normally, I'd be looking to fucking fade here. And you've had these aggressive tickbacks almost. Aren't we going to break past this a little bit? Yeah, we are. See, but you're at the tops here on the 5, the 10, and the 10. And the ES didn't really do any justice for that push up. So we're at 937. I am unfortunately going to have to let this play out for a good little while. Actually, I'll mentally capture the numbers here. We'll go to 945. 945. Oh, wow. Look like the 5-year. The 5-year ends up going up. Let's see if the TN does it. Yep. And then you had a 143 come in here. Let's see. We're looking at 945 is when we start to break. And this is so hard to get a read on just because it's so slow. $9.46. $9.45. I think this is where they're gonna break past this point. ES is climbing up. Next minute, it shouldn't shoot up to the next price. So there's a big bid or ask. Here at the 40, 44, 150. We got 55.27. We want to see how those react when we get up here in the next minute. So I mean, it's still solid there. Let's like go back just a hair. 150. Go back forward. It's still pretty solid on the 10-year. So it's like we broke by 2 ticks since the last video. There's a stout ass there on the 10-year. In 1 minute, we're going to drop off this top, and then it's done. So let's answer some questions real quick. I know for sure there is definitely no news. Velocity is slow. Low auction activity, no chop. Spreading, nope. No ES correlation. No major. We've already broke past the are there steps built? Possibly in the 10-year or 30-year. If you look at the 30-year, right here. Let's look for cancels and pulls. I need a fucking energy drink or something. So we're about to drop in here, right? At 9:49. There is a big bid ask we're leaning on. I'm going to write that down. It's about $5,000 even. Roughly. It's looking like it's 50 Well, actually, we're not really leaning on anything on the other side of this. So, average. Bid versus ask, it's 15.24. Versus 4,990, roughly. All right. Let's continue, shall we? We're gonna look for the what am I trying to explain? Aggressive tick back? Hell no, there wasn't no fucking aggressive tick back. Okay. Pulse size and cancels is what I'm looking for. And we can also answer another question. We're at the top for 46, 49, about 4 minutes. So, it's interesting. It actually is about the same as the previous video. And we're at 9:48, right? So this actually starts at 9:46 is when we reach the top. Very interesting, actually. That's about 4 minutes. I do want to spread this down because I do want to add an additional note to this playtime because for about 9:44 till 10 we stay at the price below, so 9:44 to 10, that's about 16 minutes, right? So 4 minutes at top. And 16 minutes, one tick below. So trying to cram all these things in these little columns here. Again, this is a new thing I'm working on. So what questions do I have left? Profile, steps, cancels, pulls, tick win, provis zone, notes. Let's go back and watch this. Oops. All right. Come on, play. Yeah, it's about 5 Gs. Here it goes. It's really here's the deal with this. Look at how the TN ask is so much larger than the bid. Let me hack up a lung real quick. I'm generally a healthy individual who doesn't smoke crack rocks or anything like that, so I don't know why my throat's like this. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, on the TN we have 201 versus the 38. The 1254, 5,000. 30 ain't doing me justice, but the UB is, as far as the ask outweighing the bid, and it's almost even here on the 5-year. And what time is it? It's time for it to drop in, folks. Jesus, look at all these orders like canceling. It's like you see how much is canceling here on the 10-year? And there's only 19 here. It's almost like about 400. Okay. I need to write a note on this. So let's modify this. This is roughly $1,000 or so, right? So we're staying at a constant number on the ass, but I'm going to put this star for like a rough number. So that tells me that's roughly. But what I'm noticing. Why the fuck are all these cells gray? That bothers me. They need to be white. There we go. So what I'm noticing here, though, TN, and I'm gonna just write this. I'm looking at the chart. TN, UB, Z, N. ZF all have heavy asks. Asks. Put a period there. And what I'm noticing here is ZN, and this is before fade. ZN bid keeps pulling and adding roughly $400 contracts. So that's what I'm noticing here. Let's go back. And what time is it? 15. So just watch it. I want to rewind it so you can watch it. Went back about 15 seconds. Watch this right here, this bid. We're super heavy asks across all the products except for the 30. Watch it here. Look at it just flashing. Oh, did it just take a big order though? Watch it pump up. Holy, oh yeah. There was a Zorb in there. They're trying to Zorb it or some shit. So really, let's watch that again. 1532. We'll go back a little further. So we have they're whacking orders. That's what's going on. So at this point, this is where the entry is. Like, it's obvious almost obvious how low it is. God, they hit the shit out of that. It's almost like an iceberg there. That was it. That was the top. Right? 950. 950 is where we come off, right? Yep. And we'll never go back up there again, but we're going to stay here for a little while. We saw how that worked. So, ZN has hidden orders on bid at high absorbing before break down. Cool. Good to know, right? We're learning. Give me just a moment here. And then I believe the ES actually correlates here. I'm going to make the notes section slightly bigger because I just need it to be. Go back. Now, at this point, the ES, we're going to be stuck here. So I'm going to fast forward to 10. So, right. This is where we have a huge breakdown. Give me just a second here. I'm going to push this over because I'm going to start taking snapshots of these things. So Because I do want to add pictures to the, so we can get an idea. So I'm going to take a picture of this. And I'm going to save it as Fade 2. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Make sure we got all of it. We did. Good. Awesome. And I'll pull everything back up here. So 10 o'clock is where we have a drop in. It almost just kind of went just there because it wanted to. I'm trying to see if there's some sort of ES correlation I can take a note of. Not really. Well, I mean, is there an obvious support, like a buy zone? You know what I mean? How long does it take for it to get to here, to the bottom? 05. So in 5 fucking minutes. Damn. I wouldn't say the ES really correlates with that. Let's see what happens around 05 for profits. Because it does reverse at 10:11 and it doesn't come back here for the rest of the day, actually. 10:09. And that's where it gets stuck on that large profile step. That's where it gets stuck. Okay. So we'll go back here. How many ticks would that be? Technically, let's go here. Technically, you'd probably be getting in here at 2:30. There's no way in fuck you're getting in at 40. So, you know, you'd be in here 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say 4. If you wanted to go for that giant profile, yeah, maybe. But I'm going to call it 4. Because the last one reversed before the giant step. Okay? Major step. Again. Oh, you're not seeing me type that in. So 4 ticks, major step. Cancels, no. Pull size, none. Let's add a new column. Iceberg. Yes. On New column added. Let's see, what else do we have? I want to see what happens with the 10-year because there is a slight profile step build. So when does this trade all go down at? 937. Looks like that profile step was already there. Time is it here? 950. I'm going to go way back. Okay, no. When does that profile get put in place? That's like a resistance zone I marked a long time ago. Right there. At 44. It just halts. There, here we go. Let's see what happens at 47, so... Dude, this profile gets built up right here at the high, yeah. At, what time is it? That was a pressure point too, I believe. So let's go back here. Yes, on the ZB. No. On the ZN, ZF, or the UB. 1. I'm going to put small. Let's see what it ends up trading there. Because it literally halts right there. 3397. 3397. I believe this is holds on step. So it holds on step. I need to double check this pressure point. See if there's a pressure, because there is a pressure point. Where everybody ripped the fuck up, right? At 31, I believe that's where the pressure point is. We're at 938. Okay. 938, we're looking... I'm looking for that pressure point. I want that pressure point. A little bit tapped into that 31, and that almost seems like a pressure point. Oh, we're watching the 30, by the way. Look at, you have the 600 on the ask. When do we blow past 235? At 46. Right there, look. And blew past it. Okay, if you look, it's 946. You can't see it. Yeah, 946. Let's see if everybody blows past their levels. And how do we know? Oh, only the... it looks like maybe only the 30 is going to blow past its level. Should be happening any fucking second now. Boom. What time? 44. So I'm going to go back a few seconds. 12:44. Okay. Let's see if everybody clicks up at the same time. Oh yeah, that was like a pressure point almost. This could be a sign right here on the ZB. It did have aggressive tick backing, didn't it? 1244. Let's see if it had aggressive tick back. A few seconds here, boom. Well, it's not going to have aggressive tick back. Actually, it does. No. Nothing's hitting the next price above. Okay. So now I'm writing here. We have 300 build at high and create step. Just after. Holds firm. Holds firm and reverse. Come on. Shit. All right, so it did hold firm and reversed. So, yeah, we just filled everything out. I'm going to add a date to these. Because I think the time of month kind of matters, you know? All right, hope that helped.